This year, we are excited that our building is open, but we need to pay down the debt. We need to continue to build programs for the community, the athlete programs, the education programs for these kids. So the reason why you're here tonight is for the kids of 13th Avenue. We continue to thank you for all of you that have continued to join us over the years. And for those of you that are here for the first time tonight, we appreciate you being here. We're looking forward to a lot of fun. And again, we thank you for joining us here at the 9th Annual Sports Night.
How's everybody doing? We're just going to give you a little taste of Motown. How many out there love Motown? We have Miss Alyssa White up front, Chris Eisenberg, Leon, and Nate.
Calling out around the world, are you ready for a brand new beat? The summer's here and the time is right for dancing in the streets, dancing in Chicago,
dancing in the streets,
down in New Orleans,
dancing in the streets,
in New York City,
dancing in the streets.
All we need is music,
sweet, sweet,
sweet music,
sweet music.
There'll be music
Sweet,
everywhere,
everywhere.
We'll be swinging and swaying and records playing and dancing in the streets. Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, every guy, grab a girl, everywhere around the world we'll be dancing.
Dancing in the streets.
We're dancing in the streets.
Dancing in the streets.
This is an invitation across the nation, a chance for folks to meet. They'll be laughing, singing, and music swinging, and dancing in the streets. Philadelphia, PA,
Dancing in the streets.
Baltimore, D.C. now.
Dancing in the streets.
Don't forget the Motor City.
Dancing in the streets.
All we need is music.
Sweet, sweet,
sweet music.
sweet, sweet music.
There'll be music
Sweet, sweet,
everywhere.
everywhere.
There'll be swinging and swaying, and records playing, and dancing in the streets. Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, every guy, grab a girl, everywhere around the world we're dancing.
Dancing in the streets.
We're dancing in the streets.
Dancing in the streets.
We're dancing in the streets now.
Dancing in the streets.
We're dancing in the streets.
Oh, that was absolutely wonderful to be able to be there, to see the new facility, to see things get going after where 13th Avenue had been, where the dream originally started, and now to see how it has come to fruition, how we have this wonderful facility with the children, with the programs, with the computers, with the gym. It's just phenomenal, and it is making such a difference in our community.
You know, and I say that, I appreciate that. And I would say with everything that Marianne just said, along comes the debt. And that's why we're here tonight. We want to pay down that debt. The programs, the educational programs, the athletic programs, that's what tonight's about. And right now, we're fortunate. I have with me the Executive Director of 13th Avenue and United Community Centers, Mr. Patrick Carnegie. Patrick, how are you doing?
Great, 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 great.
Do we got some love in the room for Patrick? You know, I've had the pleasure of working with Patrick for a few years now, and I'll tell you, you have someone here who's very devoted to this program. Patrick has seen a lot of these programs come through. But how do you feel about the support from Celebrity Sports Night and Sports Night tonight?
It's just awesome to support it. I tell you, it's invaluable, all the things that Champs and all the people that are in this room tonight do each and every year to come out and support this event towards the worthwhile cause of building dreams and changing lives, what we do every day at our community centers.
So how about the vendors? We have a lot of vendors here tonight, and we want to thank you. How do you feel about all the vendor support that we've had over the years?
I tell you, the support has just been awesome. We can't thank them enough. You know, the vendors every year, I don't want to start naming them because I'll leave some out, but you know, Nike and Converse and all those guys every year, Timberland, we just have everybody that comes out just so much love and support the center. There's new ones this year, and Rebecca will be listing those guys later. We'll hear a lot more about all the vendors, but we really thank them, and there's no way we can say thank you enough to those guys. Without them, this would not be possible.
Well, there you have it. It's a big thank you from not only 13th Avenue, but everyone here at Champ Sports and all the volunteers.
As pretty as you are, you know that you could be a flower. If good looks was a minute, you know that you could be an hour. The way you stole my heart, you know that you could be a cool crook.
All right now.
And baby, you're so smart. You know that you could be a school book. Ha! Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to, and I can tell the way you do the things you do. I want y'all to sing it. The way you do the things you do. The things you do. The way you do the things you do. The way you do the things you do. The way you do the things you do.
Sean is the CEO of the YMCA here in Manatee County. Sean, welcome.
Thanks.
Mind if I ask you, so why are you out here tonight?
I'm here just to support 13th Avenue and the Dream Center and all the stuff they do for kids. It's been just amazing watching them. I've got kids that are involved in the programs there, and kids that I mentor are involved in the programs, and they just do a fantastic job. They change lives, and so it's an honor to be here.
Well, I think we need to take the time to thank you, because I'm sure there's a lot of programs that you run that the 13th Avenue is mimicking, and you support, and you work with Patrick.
Yeah, I hope that some of the stuff we do is as good as what they do. They do a great job. They're inspiration to everybody who works with kids. And, yeah, we try to collaborate on a lot of levels, and we're just honored to do so.
Well, Sean, thank you for being here.
We have a lot of people to thank for this event, and there's just not enough time to thank as many people as I'd like to. But, you know, there are so many competing needs these days for our money. You see it everywhere, on the TV, internet, social media. We're inundated with causes and needs every day. And sometimes I think the needs are so vast that it's just easier to say, no, leave me alone, stop, go away. I have my own family to take care of. I have my own future to plan. And you know what? It's understandable. But that fact is why it's so very special that you are all here tonight. You found it in your consciousness and in your hearts to say yes to this cause. And really, can there be a cause more important than a brighter future for all the children on this earth? So tonight we have the opportunity to impact our little corner of the world, right here in our community with the 13th Avenue Community Center. You're here, and all that remains is for us to say thanks and welcome to the 9th Annual Celebrity Sports Night, so let's get to it. First, we want to thank our Super Bowl sponsor, whose significant contributions are a huge part of the success of this event. Once again, our friends at Converse came through in a big way. We also want to thank a new sponsor this year, Print for Change, and of course our great vendor partners at Reebok. And we just could not do this event without JP and Nike, whose steadfast support year after year means so much to all of us at Champ Sports. Locally, we thank our friends at the Bradenton Herald, who provide us with Super Bowl-sized advertising and in-kind support. And also, we have a lot of individuals here tonight who have supported us at the conference level. Great partners and great people behind the brands that support Champ Sports. Adidas, Fossil, VF, and our new brand team partners from Zambezi, they definitely know game. And I must single out our partners at the NBA, who not only have contributed to this event again this year, but through their NBA Cares program, they completely outfitted our computer lab at the center, 25 Macs, workstation, chairs, wow. And we have many of you who contributed at the league leader level, $2,500. We want to thank you as well, including DMX, Florida Citrus Sports, who always comes through with a great auction item. If you haven't been here before, you want to stay for the live auction. It's awesome. New Era, Oakley, Under Armour, Watermark, Vitamin Water, socks and accessory brands, Polar, and Monster Cable. And you can see how very grateful we are at Champ Sports to have all of these vendors come here to Bradenton, Florida to support us every year. Thank you all so very much. And we especially thank you, our local community supporters and table sponsors, including Kirk Pinkerton, the YMCA, CCRA every year, Sun Hydraulics here every single year, NDC, Ugardi Architecture, the Tropicana Mosaic Group, who not only comes here every year, but whose many members offer tutoring and get involved with the kids at the center. And we've got some new friends here this year. M&I Bank, where are you? Welcome. It's a great event, isn't it? Mullet Aluminum is here for the first time. We want to thank you. The Shy Retiring Table Back Mullet Aluminum. And then Jim Wilson and our friends from the Polo Grill are here as well. So thank you all in our community for coming out to support us. There is one very important sponsor missing this year, and we want to honor her. Our dear friend and board member, Dorothy Middleton, who is convalescing from an illness, could not be here this year. Dorothy, we love you and we miss you tonight, and we're thinking about you. And Dorothy has definitely been the wing under our wings for many, many years with this event. And we also are very fortunate to have our longtime supporter of the 13th Avenue Community Center, a dear friend, City Councilwoman Mary Ann Barnaby and Mark Barnaby. Mary Ann, I know you're here somewhere. Supporting the Buccaneers as always. Just a couple of more thanks. Our sincere thanks to Lou Caputo and Adam Crump from Caputo Creative for donating their services for our wonderful video presentation that you'll see a little later. And of course, it wouldn't be sports night without Charles and the METV team. So we thank you for donating your time. So on behalf of Patrick, the Board of Directors, and most importantly, the children of the 13th Avenue Community Center, our warmest and most sincere thanks for being here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to welcome the President and CEO of Champ Sports, Mr. Brian Milburn. Brian?
I hope I'm as loud as that table in the back that's retired when I'm retired. Boy, you guys were crazy loud there. So I stand up here at sports night, and you're probably wondering why the black shirt. So in all honesty, I struggled this week asking people, what do I wear? You know, what jersey do I wear? So I thought, do I wear and shamelessly plug my home country, Olympic champs of hockey. I thought that would be bad to do that kind of a shameless plug and talk about my home country, how they won the gold medal against USA. So I didn't do that. So that was out. And then I thought, okay, so I look around the room and I imagine most people are wearing their jerseys of their favorite teams. So I thought, who are my favorite teams? So I've got Dallas Cowboy jerseys, but so that was the response I expected, so I didn't wear that. So my favorite basketball team happens to be the Boston Celtics, and that was a good response, but I don't have green shoes, so I couldn't do the hookup. So the Celtics were out. So then I went to my favorite college team, and I'm Canadian, but my favorite college team, far and away. And I was just in Dallas this past weekend, and my team took care of the Horns pretty easily, the Sooners. So I was going to wear the Sooners jersey, but my lovely wife decided to wear the Sooners jersey. So that was out. So then I said, okay, so now we've got all these great athletes who've come here tonight, and I didn't want to offend them by wearing a jersey and playing favoritism. So I thought, what do I do? So I thought out loud, and I thought, I got to decide the biggest guys in the room who will protect me as I go to the back. Mike ALSTOTT and Shelton Quarles. One is a fullback that'll kind of lead me as I go to the tables and bid. And one is a linebacker who will tackle you guys as I write my bid down. So I figured this was the wisest thing to do to represent the home and really represent the Bucs. But, in all seriousness, we're all here for one reason, and obviously for a great cause, 13th Avenue, and really to support our community. One thing that struck me, so I've been away from Champs for 10 years, and I came back in June of this year, and one thing that struck me that was great was just the overwhelming support of our team at Champs and the commitment that they have to our community. Our community meaning Bradenton, Manatee County, Sarasota, and not just 13th Avenue, but we donate to so many great causes. The breast cancer walk in a few weeks. We'll have a team, absolutely. We'll have a team walking there. The United Way is a great cause that Champ Sports team donates to, and you can't forget about the time that our guys at the office and Team Edition and our headquarters upstairs for Foot Locker, they donate to kids sports, to basketball, to baseball teams, to football teams. And it's a great cause, and it kind of leads us to something that our company, Foot Locker Inc., last year we sat down, we said, hey, what do we stand for as a company? And we came up with 7 core values that we thought of as a company. And one of those core values was community. And what a better example of community than this function today. So before I go on, I guess I should thank a few people. So, thank God Rebecca thanked all the vendors who are here tonight, because I just had the pamphlet, and I was just going to read verbatim, but you guys are awesome. Over the past 9 years, we've raised over $500,000 to this 13th Avenue community. And you think about it, it's for the kids, and it really is incredible. Secondly, I named 2 of the athletes. Obviously, for the athletes who came here tonight, I truly appreciate it. I've got a family, and I understand how hard it is on a Friday night. You're away from your family. Seasons, you're just over a long season, and to spend your time with us here tonight, it's tremendous. And honestly, it's grateful to everybody in this room, and the donation of your time, sincerely, is unbelievable. So thank you very much to the athletes. And then, Rebecca touched on it, but the rest of the room, to the businesses and individuals who are here in this room and attending tonight. So again, thank you so much for supporting the 13th Avenue cause. And I certainly encourage you to get out there and support it through your time, through volunteering, and support it even more, because it is a great cause. It's for the children. I have 5 children of my own. That's not a typo. I have 5 children of my own. And I love kids, and you know, that's what we're here for. Whether it's this community helps out, whether it's for the computers that Rebecca talked about earlier, after school care, whether it's games, whether it's sports. That's what an event like this is for our future leaders, for our future. It's for the kids and kids that otherwise wouldn't have had a chance. So that's what this cause is for. And again, thank you all for coming today. So. So again, it's about raising money for 13th Avenue, so we have great prizes around the room. And you know, I promised Rebecca later on I'll get on and motivate people to spend some money, and I'll even let you borrow Mike ALSTOTT and Shelton Quarles. They can lead a way for you so you guys can sign your name out there and bid on these prizes. There's tons of great prizes out there. But again, 13th Avenue community, 13th Avenue, this is what it's about tonight. And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about and say thanks to the most important people, and that's, you know, my team at Champ Sports. You know, coming down here from up north, we have incredible volunteers. It really is about the 170 plus people at our home office for Champs, Team Edition, and corporate shared services that have throughout the year. This is a huge event, and I mean the scale of it is monstrous compared to, you know, the event I ran up north, and it's a lot of time and effort, and I'm proud of everybody, and I'm actually very proud to stand up here and represent the entire team, and I thank you guys for letting me represent you, and I'll end it by saying let's have a great time tonight, and let's bid all you can, and let's raise as much money as possible. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce to the stage, first off, Shelton Quarles of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shelton, NFL legend. Welcome. Shelton, he spent 10 years, please have a seat, please have a seat. He spent 10 years establishing himself as one of the best linebackers that the Buccaneers have ever seen. He helped lead the Buccaneers to 3 division titles in '99, '02, and '05. And we all remember the big title, right? Super Bowl champions in 2002. As part of one of the number 1 NFL rated defenses in '02 and '04, Quarles completed his 4th season and became a pro scout in 2010. And in January of this past year, he was named coordinator for pro scouting. Congratulations, Shelton. Something you may or may not know about Shelton is he has been very dedicated and a big contributor to the Tampa Bay community by both launching the Impact Foundation and being named the chairman of TBARTA. Do we all know what TBARTA stands for? It's the Tampa Bay Area Regional Transportation Authority. So again, Shelton, welcome, and thank you for all the efforts and the time out this evening. Next up, from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Andrew McCutchen. Andrew, an MLB All-Star. Andrew, thank you. Andrew, the Pittsburgh Pirates, first-round selection in '05, 11th overall. In 2006, he was the South Atlantic League All-Star midseason and postseason. Our very own Pittsburgh Pirate Minor League, Player of the Year in '06, in an '08 Triple All-Star Game MVP, in an '08 International League All-Star midseason, named to Topps 2009 Major League Rookie All-Team, and Baseball America's 2009 Major League Rookie of the Year, and in 2011, an All-Star. He led the Pirates in runs, home runs, RBIs, and stolen bases. Again, Andrew, thank you for being here. Next up, we had a conversation earlier. Mr. Hanley Ramirez, MLB All-Star. Come on up, Hanley. As a shortstop for the Florida Marlins, he is a two-time Silver Slugger Award winner in 08 and 09. In 2009, National League batting champion and ranked number 5 on Sporting News list of the 50 greatest current players in baseball. He is a 3-time All-Star starter in 08, 09, and 2010. And in 2010, Home Run Derby runner-up. And he, as a lot of them know, he is a leave-it-on-the-field attitude and is known to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. So again, Hanley, thanks for being here. Is that a typo? Is that a typo? Next up, Mr. Mike ALSTOTT. Mike. I'll get this question out of the way early. There's a couple people ask me if are you married? You're married, right? Okay, so. Where's she at? No introduction needed here, but let's get to some of the stats. Buccaneers all-time leading touchdowns is 71 with rushing of 58. 6-time Pro Bowler. 4 All-Pro selections. And as many of you know, in the history of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the first player to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl, Mr. Mike ALSTOTT. What you may or may not know is he's involved in many community events that positively affect the All Children's Hospital, the Children's Cancer Center, and of course, the Big Brothers and Big Sisters. So we're very thankful to have you here this evening to support this cause. Thank you, Mike. Let's see where you're at. Where you at? Mr. Tim Hardaway, NBA legend. Tim attended University of Texas, El Paso. His senior year, he was named to the 1989 Western Atlantic Conference Player of the Year. He left UTEP as the school's top scorer of all time with 1,586 points. Tim was drafted by the Golden State Warriors as the 14th overall pick. He was named to the 1990 All-Rookie First Team. Tim, as a part of the infamous Power 3 Run TMC with Michael Richmond and Chris Mullen, as we many know. Tim, in 91 and 92, the season, became the 7th NBA player in history to average at least 20 points and 10 assists in a single season. And then he did it again the next season in 92 and 93. He also played for the Mavericks, the Nuggets, the Pacers, and as many big fans in here, the Miami Heat, where he was well known for his notorious crossover. Have you ever seen it? It's amazing. His crossover dribble, or UTEP step, right? And burned many players one-on-one, including Jordan himself. I saw that game. He is a 5-time All-Star and a gold medal winning Olympic athlete. Tim, thank you for being here. The last two have joined us for a few years, and I'd like to bring them up now. So I'd like to start with Mr. Hal McRae. Hal. MLB legend. Hal was a player for the MLB from 68 to 87. Left fielder and former designated hitter for the Cincinnati Reds, and for all you Kansas City Royal fans out there. He was a 3-time All-Star selection in 75, 76, and 82. A 2-time World Series champion in 85 and 06 for the St. Louis Cardinals. Hey, those Cardinal fans. As he coached the St. Louis Cardinals, he was named Designated Hitter of the Year 3 times by Sporting News and Associated Press in his career. Following his retirement, he managed the Royals in 91 to 94, then the Tampa Bay Devil Rays from 2001 to 2002. All you Rays fans? And he also worked as the hitting coach for the Cincinnati Reds, Philadelphia Phillies, and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hal, thank you for continuing to be here to support us. We thank you very much. And last but not least, someone who's been there, again, over the years, and a lot of support, even when we were in a smaller venue, very challenged speakers. You can hear the other room. But here he is. Let's bring up Mr. Otis Birdsong. Otis. NBA legend. How you doing? He said, "You're doing a great job, John." I said, "Thanks. Thanks, Otis." No, he was, we're waiting for the dating game music theme, right? Bachelor number 7. That's why we asked the question, Mike. All right. Otis, point guard in the NBA for a total of 12 seasons, 77-89. Second pick in the 77 NBA draft by the Kansas City Kings. Played for the New Jersey Nets 7th season, the Boston Celtics, as you all are Celtics fans, for the final season. He ended his NBA career with a total of 12,544 points. He was inducted into the University of Houston's Hall of Honor, where his numbers now hang in the rafter, number 10, and Polk County, Florida Hall of Fame. Longtime attendee, and again, thank you for being here to support us. The kids love it, and so do we. Okay, Mike, you spent your entire 12-season career with the Bucs. You scored the first touchdown in Super Bowl history for the Bucs. Was that your favorite moment, or was there another one?
That's obviously a great moment. Get the ultimate goal, be able to help the team score a touchdown. But I think overall, coming in the league and being able to play 12 years with the same team, you know, everybody knows the history of the Buccaneers, you know, not so good for a long time. But the whole thing is, though, being able to come into a generation at the time that I came in, Shelton came in, and a bunch of core guys came into the organization. That was the moment that really defined, I think, my career. Being able to grow up with these guys, fail, and keep on working hard with each other each and every year to bring that ultimate goal to the Buccaneers and put that team on the map. You know, as a core group that was there for so many years, 8 to 10 years we were together. And that was, you know, being able to do that, you know, with a great coach, like I said, Coach Dungy, like somebody just said right now, and with a lot of great character and a lot of great people in the locker room each and every year, over and over, and they kept that team together for a long time and be able to change that organization and be one of the best.
Thank you, Tim. Wait. Give that mic back.
2.
Hanley, I got a 6-part question.
I don't like microphones, son.
What are some of the keys to success in the big leagues? Come on, it's big leagues. What does it take?
Oh, man. You got to play hard, you know, and to be consistent. You got to be consistent in the big league. And you got to respect the game, you know, be a good teammate, and give everything every night on the field, you know, because while you're there, you got to be a winner. So you got to, you know, show everybody that you respect what you do, you love what you do. It's why you're there for.
Thank you. Let's go up front. Mr. Tim Hardaway. They gave me a question, but I scratched it because I got a question for you. I got to know. We talk about the big threes, right? You're one of the original big threes. What made your big three, Run TMC, so special, and why do you think, because I know you do, you could take out some of these big three today?
Oh, no doubt. We could take our big three today.
We got,
That's
can you,
no
hey, real
doubt.
quick, can you do, I got skills, can you do?
I got skills.
Yeah.
No doubt. We could take over any big three today. Chris Mullin, Mitch Richmond, and myself feel that we are the best. Simple as that. I mean, you know, I'm gonna always go with my two guys that made me. You know, when I first came into the league, you know, they welcomed me with open arms, and you know, we just gelled as a team. Rod Higgins, Mitch Richmond, Chris Mullin, Manute Bowl, Tom Tober, Jim Peterson. I mean, I go down the line that, you know, a lot of people didn't give us a chance because we were small, and it was a 3-0 that would come out and score 77, 78 points a game. And we played defense, but everybody was just taller than us. That's all. And we made it to the playoffs. If we played you one game, we gonna kill you. But if we play you 4 games in a row, you gonna figure us out. So, you know, we did what we could do. But you know, those guys just made it easy for me. You know, when you go out there and play with guys that just make it easy for you, that's why I was able to average 10 assists a game, because you can hear them, one on the left, one on the right, and they just saying, here I come, and I can hear them. And if I threw either one of the ball, first of all, you got to have confidence in your teammates. Like Manny just said, you got to have confidence in your teammates. Your teammates got to have confidence in you. And, you know, they had confidence in me to give them the ball, and I had confidence in them to make the shot. So it's a team effort, and you lay it on the line each and every night for your team and your fans, and you get the joy of winning, and you get the joy of seeing the fans go home happy. That's what it's all about.
Very good. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
I got skills.
Yeah. We'll do more of that later.
No more. That's it.
More.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. That's
Spike
it.
Lee. Okay, let's stay with the NBA. Let's go over Mr. Otis Birdsong. Otis.
Tim, I'm old. I had skills.
All right, so we'll talk about old. Let's go back to your rookie year. Okay, so think back.
Are we talking about old?
1977.
Dang. 77?
No, hold on. Obviously, the game has changed. It's changed a lot, on and off the field, right? You just next question. Next question. Okay, how am I correct? No, I'm just kidding. It's changed a lot. The game's changed a lot, on and off the field, or on and off the court, I should say. The athletes, the best athletes you saw in 77 and the time that you played, could they compete with the athletes today?
Oh, kidding me. Is Commissioner Stern or any reporters in here?
You're saying if they play, right? If they play?
No, actually, I had the opportunity to play in an era that I wouldn't change for anything in the world. They did a deal in the NBA where they honored the 50 greatest players of all time. And I happened to play against at least 35 of those 50, which is a tremendous honor. And so I don't begrudge these young guys. I'm happy to see them playing and making a lot of money. But when you look at the teams, when I look at the guys I played against, I'll just give you 2 or 3 teams, and I'll be brief. And 3 teams I'm going to just pick. The Lakers. See, they had Magic Johnson, Norm Nixon, Kareem, James Worthy, Bob McAdoo. Those are 5 Hall of Famers. The Celtics had Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Dennis Johnson. I mean, those are the guys we had to play against every night. In Phoenix, they had Walter Davis, Paul Westphal, Alvin Adams, Truck Robinson. So the entire team were made up of all-stars. You didn't have one all-star on the team. You had 5 all-stars, guys who had made the all-star team at least 2 or 3 times, starting. And so now, you know, they have all-stars, but I don't know if they're really all-stars. You have to put somebody in the game, you know, but...
All right, Otis.
I agree with Otis.
Otis, I say this, I mean this. You are our all-star here. So we
Thank you.
being
Appreciate
here.
it.
Mr. Hal McRae. So both as a player and a coach, you've been on both sides of the coin. What does it take to have the kind of passion to get to 162 games?
Well, the easiest thing to do is you play one game at a time. So you don't count the days, or you don't count the games. You got a game today, I'm playing. So that was the attitude I had. There's a game today, and I'm playing. And you don't count the days. When the days run out, the days run out.
Yeah, talking to Mike.
Okay.
You need a couch? You need to lay down?
Yeah. Could y'all hear him back there in the back? No, okay. He got to say that statement all over again, right? Okay. But wait, on the microphone, right? Right, okay.
Okay, I'll start over. Okay. The number of games you play and how many days, consecutive days you play in a row doesn't really matter. The attitude has to be, there's a game today and I'm playing. And that was the attitude I took when I played. If there was 2 today, I'm playing 2. And you don't worry about tomorrow and you don't count the days because it really doesn't matter. There's a game, I'm playing. It's plain and simple. And if you do,
I think he scared you to hell. You thought he was going to ask you to play some more.
and if you do that, it's basically not easy, but it helps you get through the season. Some days you don't feel like playing. And your body doesn't feel good, or your mind is not right, but you know that you have a responsibility to your teammates, to the team, to the fans, and you go out and give 100%. Somehow you come up with the courage to go out there and give 100%. And most times you don't get tired physically. Most of the tiredness is mental. I played in games where I felt like I didn't want to play. I got a base hit in the first inning, drove in 2, and I'm ready to play all night. So that let me know that it's not the physical part of it that I was tired, it was the mental part. You just needed a kick in the butt. You needed somebody to juice you somehow. And to get a get a base hit in the first inning did a hell of a lot for me for that particular night, and the next day, and the next day.
Very good. And Otis and Tim, I would not upset this man if I were you. So, all right, Mr. Andrew McCutchen. Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen new stadiums, rebuilt stadiums, old parks. The Red Sox are building a new minor league park that's going to look like their major league park. But you've been in all kinds of parks. Is there one you like to play in, and is there one you hate to play in?
Well, I'll leave the hate part out of it because I don't want to offend anybody. But instead, I'll give you 2 that I really like. I really love going to play at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Just because of all the new improved stadiums that they have now. It's big stadiums now. It's a lot of things going on in the new stadiums. They got big screens. They got all of that. And, you can sometimes get distracted by all of those things. But Wrigley, it's almost like playing in the backyard with all your friends, your neighborhood friends. And that's what it reminds me of. It's 40,000 plus fans. They're loud. And, if you don't play for the Cubs, man, you might want to wear some earplugs. So I really love playing there, and I also love playing in Colorado against the Rockies just because of the atmosphere there. You're up and you're elevated, the elevation there. You can see the mountains in the back, and Hanley will tell you batting practice there is unbelievable. When you take batting practice there, they leave balls in the humidifier and in the game balls, but the batting practice balls they don't leave in the humidifier. So when you hit a ball good, it goes quite a way. So. It's kind of fun to do. So those are my 2. Those are my 2 favorite.
Very good.
I can only give two. I only give two. But, I mean, I do love St. Louis, too. I can't leave them out. Love St. Louis especially, man. You got all that red and white going, man. It's quite an atmosphere, so I really love going there and playing there, too.
All right. Thank you, Andrew. All right. Shelton, as you've been a player, now you're a scout. It's your job to look for talent. So I'm going to preface this by saying, besides this guy right here, who's the best player I've ever seen that's been associated with the Buccaneers?
Well, as a player, I would say, even though you said not to say him, I'd say Mike. But Mike and I had this unwritten rule. If we're going good against good, meaning first team against first team, we had a look in our eyes that if he was coming to block me, you give him that wink, and it was a brother-in-law rule. You don't hit very hard. You just make contact and make it look good. So Mike and I had a bunch of times that we made it look good for the camera, but we weren't really making any pads pop. But as a player, I'd say probably one of the toughest guys to tackle was Jerome Bettis. I mean, he was big as all get out. He was the bust, but his feet were so nimble. He could make you miss and make you look stupid. And he did that to us quite a bit during our Super Bowl run that 2002 season. He scored a big touchdown, and he made our defense look crazy. And I'd say probably as a player, Barry Sanders was an unbelievable talent. And he was definitely a tough guy to tackle. I remember the first time we played them in Detroit was Warwick's first year with the Bucs, 1997. And everybody said that Warwick was Barry that game because Warwick had almost 200 yards rushing and Barry had probably about 20 yards rushing. Well, we played them again later in the season at our place, and Barry had 3 runs that were 90 yards or longer and ended up almost having 300 yards rushing, and Warwick had the 20 yards rushing. So things changed quite a bit. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Everybody just stay equal. Stay even if you can.
Great advice. I want to take this time to say I'm a big Denver Bronco fan, and what you guys did to the Raider that game was probably the most entertaining Super Bowl I ever watched. So thank you for that big win. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike ALSTOTT, Hanley Ramirez, Tim Hardaway, Otis BIRDSONG, Hal McRae, Andrew McCutcheon, and Sean Quarles. Big hand, big round of applause. Gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Over the last decade, Champ Sports has provided invaluable technical support, donations of equipment and supplies, and has helped raise over $500,000 to support the Dream Center and its programs. And what I'd like to do at this time, if I could have Brian and Rebecca please come forward and just accept a small token of our appreciation from the over 2,000 children and families that we serve each year and whose lives that you've touched and have made the Celebrity Sports Night event possible each year. Also, a few people that we may have missed a little bit earlier tonight, but one of our biggest partners and supporters, we talked about Councilwoman Mary Ann Barney, but also the entire city of Bradenton for their great support and for supporting us and helping us with developing the community center and the land for Norman Lloyd Park and all those things. We'd like to thank you guys for your support from the city of Bradenton and Manatee County. Thank you. You know, we have truly been blessed over the years to have so many individuals, organizations, and companies to step forward to help us raise the necessary funds to build our new state-of-the-art Dream Center and to support the dozens of programs and services that we provide to the community. It is because of your support that, listen to this, on July 13th, 2012, we will celebrate the 75th anniversary of the 13th Avenue Community Center providing services in this community. 75 years. And I'm proud to say that after 75 years, our founder, Minnie Rogers' audacious dream is still alive. In a few moments, you will see a video that will highlight some of our amazing accomplishments over the last decade. In this video, you will hear about our rich history, hear testimonials from former and current members of the 13th Avenue Community Center, and you will also see some of the beautiful faces that your support impacts daily. As you watch this video, I want you to just imagine the void that we would have in our community had Minnie Rogers not had a dream and not have inspired myself and others to continue her legacy, to keep her dream alive, and to keep the hopes and dreams of so many of our youth alive in our community. Unfortunately, in today's society, somewhere along the way, those big hopes and dreams of a lot of our youth are lost because of the unfortunate circumstances that many of them face daily in our community. It is our responsibility, and with your help, we will continue to provide top quality programs and services and expand to reach even more children and families in our community. It is because of you and of your support that we were able to transform a community and develop what was once considered an eyesore into a beacon of hope that will change the lives of thousands forever. The 13th Avenue Dream Center now serves as a testimony to what can happen when you stay prayerful, wait on the Lord to bring people together from all walks of life and from all parts of the community to help our most precious resource, which is our children. It is because of you that we will be able to continue to expand again and provide more services to thousands and thousands of children in our community. Thank you again tonight for being here, for helping us in our mission of building dreams and changing lives. We hope that you enjoy the video. Scott Works and his team, Caputo Creative, did an awesome job of putting the video together. And remember, the future belongs to those who dream. So we hope that you have a great evening, and God bless all of you.